I'm honored to host you for the launch of Law Réponse or Cancer. In the journey of resilience, communication is often the most powerful tool we have. By translating this vital work into French, we aren't just crossing the linguistic border, we are ensuring that the message of hope and medical clarity reaches a wider global audience.
So welcome, and I declare officially open this session together this morning. Thank you very much. Bienvenue à l'Alliance Française.
My patients are from a rural background. I saw a very peculiar pattern in their perception of cancer. So, over the years, I realized that it's not only my job to prescribe medications to people, but I should do something to change their perception of cancer and also cancer treatment. Something very devastating happened to our family. My mother was diagnosed with cancer, and I was totally shaken. I went to a bookstore and asked him, "Is there any book on cancer written in Kannada?" And he said, "No, nothing. Doctors are all busy. They don't have time to write." And I felt very guilty that I hadn't written about cancer till then. And by the time she completed her treatment and she was cancer free, the book was also born. It was called Cancer Ge Answer. It means answering cancer. And the same book later, I translated to English also. And my cousin, Mr. Venkatesh Krishnamurthy, he graciously volunteered to translate it to French. And now we are here today with La Réponse or Cancer.
सर्वे च सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. Ils sont que tout le monde santé à tout le monde, paix tout le monde. There were three objectives for me to translate this book. First was that the world should be a healthy place, like in our Shanti mantra. Second was that good knowledge should spread. English is not the only language. Each language is rich in culture, rich in vocabulary. They have sustained civilizations. So the Francophone world, which is also a big world, should know. And this book is priced very low, probably 2 euros, 3 euros, that's the price. And it is accessible to everyone all over the world. So that was the second objective. The third objective was very personal. It is an expression of gratitude to the government of France.
I am a cancer survivor. Cancer, colorectal cancer, mugitu nan kate. Now I am free with cancer. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Modhamate.
The next thing on our agenda is a panel discussion. So we are in the digital era and we have so much information overload everywhere. So today's panel discussion is around cancer in society, myths, media, and medicine.
The question is in two parts. How much role does hereditary play in cancer? And will any trigger cause cancer among dormant carriers?
It's a mixed bag, to be honest. All of us are human beings. All of us have our positives and negatives, and so is our genetic makeup. For example, I may be an individual who has a higher risk of developing lung cancer as opposed to somebody else who may have a lower risk of developing lung cancer but a higher risk of developing maybe a colon cancer.
The risk or the trigger comes from various things. So one of the things, as you said, is I think stress. We all know we should manage our stress. How to manage it is each individual's, let's say each individual has to work on it.
So India is a very different demographic compared to the West, where West has more autonomy over their own, patient has more autonomy over their own treatment choices. But here we often end up counseling the patient's families more than the patients themselves.
You're not treating bodies, you're treating human beings. And that's exactly all the points, all of you basically, that's your through line. So hence the power of language, the power of talking to people with a language they can understand, to feel the empathy that you're not just, connecting at an intellectual level, but actually at a spiritual level.